Hey everybody, what's going on? Eddie here, and welcome back to another episode of King's Court. Let's just jump right into the news that is Dennis Schroeder signing with the Boston Celtics, the the rival to the Los Angeles Lakers, of which he just finished playing for. So Magic Johnson himself claimed Dennis Schroeder to not be a Laker for his tenure of what 82 games and playoffs into last season. Was it just poor performance? Was it attitude? That's not the question I'm gonna answer right here, right now. Right now, what I'm gonna answer is, well, did the Lakers need Dennis Schroeder more than the Celtics did? Well, here's my take. Schroeder obviously underperformed this postseason. In the season, I think he was just fine throughout. Of course, you want to evaluate players through the season, not just through, let's say, 1 or 2 games or like how good they were. It's not about that, because you could have a good game one day and then have a poor season. You could have a poor one game and have an amazing season. So that's why I'm going to rate Dennis Schroeder coming onto the Lakers at about a C plus. I would have expected him to have a better performance with this team. Yeah, sure, LeBron was there and he was taking away the ball from him a bit. AD obviously does what he does, but I don't think for 1 second that Dennis Schroeder had no opportunity to be a star of some point. So I don't think the Lakers will miss him, but if they're looking for a ball handler, of which case Dennis Schroeder should have been kind of like a discount Kyrie Irving, get a bucket, especially in the mid range, or shoot a good 3-point shot. So he should have been doing that for the Lakers. Sure, in the playoffs, he kind of just sinked because I don't know. The perimeter defense of the Phoenix Suns was just too good, but with the player like Dennis Schroeder, I would have assumed he would have shown out. Maybe it was just the motivation or the lack of motivation that LeBron and AD were hurt, that he just didn't give 100% of his game. But that's my takeaway from his tenure with the Lakers. Zeus, can you please? Give me a second, guys. And also, moving on to his tenure that's going to be with the Celtics now. But before I talk about Schroeder on the Celtics, I think the Celtics have been poor being with guards, Isaiah Thomas, Kyrie Irving, Kemba Walker. They just like to just swap out a starting point guard for just anything, huh? They should have never moved on from being a young team. These guys were definitely, and when I say these guys, I mean Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, and any other guy on that locker room, Robert Williams now. They should remain young. Definitely keep this team intact for the better part of 5 or 6 years, because I think in the future these guys will get it done. You just need to surround them with good pieces. I don't think you need a superstar by any means, but if you have one, use it. I don't blame Brad Stevens for getting the Celtics to the Eastern Conference Finals twice, I think it was, and having them make the playoffs for most of the years that he was in Boston, because the Celtics drafted well, but they don't know what to do with the big names they get. Of course, Danny Ainge has always just held on to so many picks that, yeah, you're drafting well, but you should have given up so many of these picks long before you were gonna have them be your choice of players to collect from the drafts. So I fault Danny Ainge on not being bad about drafting, but being bad about keeping the picks. And Dennis Schroeder, I think it will be fine that he's in a Celtics uniform, and I think he's going to perform well with these guys, but who knows how well they'll mesh. that's my takeaway. I'll see you guys on the next one. Short video, but that's all I got.